EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zerline's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 31-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Garoppolo on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Mostert, toss left side. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. On second down, Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
From 4 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jason Barrett brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Niners 8, Cowboys nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
Undercrush. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check 31, check 31. Deuce. Hey, check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now Mostert. And he's got room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. Here's a toss coming right. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane. And they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
That's the way. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Swerve, hey. 5-5-9. Too low,
Here's Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
At the 30-yard line.
As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Mike, check, 59.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? He rifles one that's intercepted.
That's what he is,
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Coming to you. 57. Mike, 56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Oh, boy.
33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We're going to 54. Pick that.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Down at the 22.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 22, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
To throw is Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Prescott. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
49er ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here we go.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
McKinnon.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo gets this one to use check. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo now. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Cowboys 15. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan
Williams. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Niners 29. Cowboys 15. Mitch Wishnowsky.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Elliott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Williams. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. 30. The 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal, but in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Cowboys 23.
So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Prescott to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
2nd and a yard.
This is Elliott, and he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
The game at 29. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going up top for Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Elliott. And he's got some. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On first down, Wilson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards